Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our question and answer session for business and service industries. My name is Tracy Marshall. I'm the head of business, and I'm just going to pass over to Marnie to introduce herself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Marnie Randall. I'm at the Academy of Hair and Beauty Studies, and to my left is...
Good morning. My name is Claire Fazy, and I'm head of police and public services.
Hi, and I'm Matt Golding. I'm in charge of Culinary Arts Academy.
Perfect, lovely. So thank you for those introductions. We're just going to start with some questions. So this is one to the floor. So the first question is, what grades do I need to get on to this course? So if I can answer for business and travel and tourism, we need, if we're going to go on to a level 3 course, then we're looking for 4 GCSEs at grade 4. For level 2, we're looking for 2 GCSEs, and for level 1, then we're looking for lower levels in our GCSEs. We are very flexible about who we take onto the courses, and our courses run from level 1 to level 3. So if I just pass over now to Marnie for you to answer for your academy.
Yes, in hairdressing, beauty therapy, barbering and makeup artistry, we require students at level 2 to have at least 2 GCSEs in English and maths. And actually most of the vocational subjects will start at level 2. You cannot come in at level 3, you have to progress to level 3. But we do have qualifications at level 1 where we will take you on our programs if you have 1 GCSE at grade 4. And we can also signpost you toward a foundation program, which is for those of you who need to work on possibly English maths maybe beforehand.
Okay, for policing and public services, our level 2 course, we are looking for you to achieve 4 GCSEs at grade 3, including your maths and English, and then you will continue to do your maths and English when you arrive with this, because our programs are set up for that. For our level 3 course in public services, we're looking for young people to come to us with 5 GCSEs at grade 4 and above, to include at least maths or English within those 5 GCSEs at grade 4, and then they will then be able to continue studying their maths or English with us on the programme. For our level 3 policing, we're looking for young people to have achieved both maths and English at grade 4 and have a total of 5 GCSEs at grade 4 and above. So that does include the maths and English, because we don't have a provision for maths and English on that programme. Matt?
So for culinary arts, there's various different routes. So for our level 1 courses, we've got two different routes. One is with at least 1 GCSE in either maths or English, and then the other one is if you haven't achieved your GCSEs. And then for our 1-year level 3 front of house course, which is based around supervision and management, you'd need at least 4 GCSEs at grade 4 and above.
Brilliant. So our next question is, how is the course assessed? So if I start answering this for business and tourism, so our courses are a mixture of both examinations and coursework. We pride ourselves on working really closely with employers so that a lot of our assessment comes out of live projects. So just share some examples of how that works. So for example, we worked on a project with our level 3, it was called Shops Without Windows. The students went on a trip to Spitalfield Market so that they could find out about how market stalls are set up in London, about how to rent a space, how to buy the products that they sold on the market. We came back with those skills and then we did exactly the same thing. So we set up a market stall outside the Apex. Our students sourced products to sell, and then they worked with one another in a team to actually sell those outside the Apex. It was a really, really exciting event. So that's one example. As I've said, there are examinations. There are 2 examinations on each course, except for level 1, but we do work very much on live projects to make sure that the students can put their business and travel skills into practice as they're going through their course. So if I pass over to Marnie next.
So I see there's a question also from a parent about what students will study at makeup artistry. And for all of the qualifications, you'll study both theory and practical qualifications. You'll make sure that you have underpinning knowledge for all of your practical skills. The courses are fairly forward or full of practical skills that are maybe 2/3 practical, but you can't pass the qualification without passing theory. So to combine those answers together, most of our qualifications are technical qualifications, and that means that there is an exam, an externally set exam that has to happen in spring term, generally about February, March time, and you must pass that, and that accounts for 30% of your whole qualification. And then we have end exams like trade tests that happen in May, and they will assess you over a whole range of skills, so that you are combining skills together a bit like you would if you were in industry. And we have professional salons where we invite people in to work as well. So yes, it's a combination of theory exams and also practical observation as a whole set of skills.
Okay, for public services then, we do not have any exams on our course. We work with NCFE. And NCFE, we do not have any examinations on our courses at all at the moment. But that does mean that our courses are assessed by assessments, written assessments, and there are also some practical assessments. So over the course of the last 6 weeks, our level 2 and level 3 students have all been working on teamwork and problem solving. So they have done some teamwork activities, and then the practical element of it, and then they have evaluated their skills working in a team and working in as a leader of that team as well. So there's some of it is theoretical, but there is also some practical elements to our course as well. Okay, Matt.
So in culinary arts, most of the courses, whether it's level 1, 2 or 3, are heavily practical. So you're looking at about 60 to 70% practical, and then the remaining is made up of theory. The practical assessment is done through observation. So we watch the student working, whether it's preparing a dish or whether it's working in the restaurant serving a customer, and they will get signed off for that. The theory assessments can be short answer written papers, written assignments, coursework. So it's a bit of both, but more heavily practical than theory.
Thank you, Matt. So now there's a question for me. The question is, I wanted to do law, but it looks like a psychology and sociology course. Is there an option to just do law? What course should I apply for? So business level 3 is a 2-year course. In year 1, it's made up of a combination of different business type of units. There is one law unit in the first year, which is the English legal system. When it comes to the second year, you then have the option to choose between 4 pathways, one of which is law. So the course, so in answer to the question, you need to apply for the extended diploma in business, and in the second year you'll be able to specialise in law. That leads on to the next question, which talks about, does it equate to A levels? Interest in business? Yes, it does. So a BTEC level 3 is the equivalent of 3 A levels. If they're graded pass merit distinction grades, and if you achieve 3 distinction stars, that's the equivalent to 3 A stars at A level. The advantage with doing a BTEC, as opposed to if you're doing a comparison between A levels and a BTEC, is, as I've mentioned, the practical element that we have. We're working really closely with employers, so we have that opportunity to make it more practical for you. But many of our students move on to university, and most certainly if you're looking to do law and wanting to know if it equates to A levels, this course will definitely give you what you need. So then, Mon, is a question for you. I want to do hair and beauty, so hairdressing and eyelashes, eyebrows, nails, etc. What would you recommend doing?
Well, you've got to think about, I suppose, where you want to end up working is kind of important at this stage, because the beauty industry is vast and there's an awful lot of different skills and knowledge that you've got to learn, and it's quite a broad subject area, and we don't offer a course that teaches all in one go. So you kind of have to decide, I suppose, where you see maybe your future. And if you leaning more towards hairdressing or leaning more towards beauty therapy or makeup artistry, you could start there. but there's nothing stopping you starting at hairdressing maybe in year 1, starting in makeup artistry in year 1, and actually picking and deciding, do you know what, I think I'd like to do something else a little different, or I'd like to have more strings to my bow. And actually you could end up studying both hairdressing and beauty over a period of 3 years, and you'd have a lot of skills under your belt. But we don't do a combined course initially, generally because they're so vast, the courses themselves are so big, that actually you wouldn't get all of the skills in 1 year. So, but each of our courses are 1 year programs. So you could do 1 year at one thing, 1 year at something else, 1 year at something else. And by the end of 2 to 3 years, I mean, you could be with us for 4 or 5 years if you like, you could end up being very, very qualified and be able to work across all of the industries. And we offer short courses as well. So you can also do short courses in body massage or reflexology, or anything else on top of that. We do nails, eyelashes, etc. So yeah, you've got a choice of where you start. Okay.
The next question is really for all of us. It's talking about how many opportunities for work experience. So if I start again with business and tourism, many opportunities for work experience. So I'll just give you some examples of what we do. So at the moment for travel and tourism, we're working really closely with Banham Zoo because it's a visitor attraction and we've got a number of students that are going there. We'll be honest, work experience this year is proving more difficult than it is in previous years, but all of our students do work experience because it's such a valuable part of the course. And some of the employers that we work with for business are Willis in Ipswich, who have just come out in the top 10 for apprenticeships across the country, Treat, Newmarket Visitor Centre, Charles Burrell Centre, Strategic IQ. So all students do a minimum of a week. We do also do some industry placements where they will go out 1 week every week for the year, and work experience is absolutely crucial for the students because it really helps them to see what it's like in industry, and many of the students have found employment and internships following on from that. One of the things that I'm really excited about at the moment is that we've got a link with one employer who also runs a business growth club, and he is going to give 10 of our students the opportunity to attend a course with him so that he can mentor them in starting up their own business. So yeah, absolutely crucial to us in business and tourism. So over to you, Marnie.
Obviously, work experience is extremely important. You need to be industry ready. You need to make sure you know what it feels like to be in a salon, in a beauty salon, in a barbershop, and that's key. We're very, very lucky in that we work very closely with different industries within the area. We work with Mr. Barbers, and they offer placements to all our barbering students. We work with Bannatyne Spa. We work with Weaver House Spa. We work with Bay Hairdressing. We work with lots of different hairdressing salons that come in and support assessment. They come in and help us, and then they will offer placements to those that obviously are the best. But we do expect industry placement from every student. And like Tracy says, it is a little tricky at the minute. Understandably so, as you'd imagine, but it is a very, very important part. And whether you're a full-time student or an apprentice student, you really need industry experience. It's part of your training.
Okay, so for policing and public services, yes, we do a lot of work experience. We offer a lot of opportunities. Sometimes it can be more difficult getting opportunities because of the types of entries that are going into the prison. You have to be over 18 for us to take you into the prison. And we also work very closely alongside Norfolk and Suffolk Police and Cambridgeshire Police, where we offer varying different opportunities with them. In February half term, hopefully fingers crossed, we will be offering a week's work experience working alongside Norfolk and Suffolk Police for young people who are looking at getting into the police, and they will be running a trial recruitment process for our students. We also take part, we try to get our students along to look at life courses. We've done look at life courses within the Army, we've done some with the Royal Air Force, we have also done the Royal Marines Look at Life courses as well. And we work very closely with RAF Honington, who provide opportunities for our students to go along to the base and work in various different areas at the base. So we have an awful lot of contact, and we also have visiting speakers come in and help us with some of the criteria for our assessments in class. So we will bring people from the industry into college as well to talk to them about their particular area. Okay, Matt.
So for culinary arts, work experience is a massive part of what we do. It's a huge focus on making sure all our students are work ready and able to walk into any restaurant, any kitchen, and be able to hold their own. So we have our commercial restaurant Edmonds, which runs as a commercial entity in itself. So it's not just an educational facility, it runs as a business. That's on site. Our first years will also work in the kitchens across campus in the various dining outlets for students and staff in West Suffolk College. And then we work with local sort of restaurants and hotels in the sector. We have guest speakers come in working with the students. We have guest chefs coming in for special dinners. And then our students will also go out and visit hotels, restaurants, and places of work, as well as have a work placement. They have to do a minimum amount of work placement depending on what course they're on. So yes, it's a huge part of what we do. Thanks.
Okay, then a question for travel and tourism. What trips do you go on if you're on a travel and tourism course? So we've got a wide range of different trips that we offer, because obviously this is absolutely crucial for this course. So to give you some examples, dark tourism is a real focus for us at the moment, because it's becoming more clients are looking for that as a destination. So we've set up a trip to Poland for our students so that they can go and experience what it's like to visit that country. Barcelona. Students visit London Winter Wonderland, Madame Tussauds, Harry Potter World, Sea Life London Aquarium. They also work very closely with Colchester Zoo, and that's both business and travel students, and they go and look behind the scenes at how the zoo is run. Another thing that they do in travel and tourism is helping to support the Christmas market in Bury St Edmunds. Unfortunately, that's a virtual event this year, but usually we would meet all the visitors and help to walk them to the Christmas market, because obviously that's a massive event for us in our local area, which is brilliant. So then the next question is, what types of grades and requirements would you need for an extended diploma in business? So I think that's for me as well. So that's 5 grade 4s, and we're looking for both English and maths. If you don't achieve English and maths, then we can still accept you on the course, and then you study for those alongside. So then the next question is, can I apply for a course now? So for all of us, I'm assuming we've all still got places. We all agree, yeah?
Yep.
We've all still got places. You can apply for a course, and we're starting to get ready to do our interviews, which will be online interviews initially. We're hoping that we'll move to where we can actually meet with people at college. So then, Matt, I'm going to field this question to you. Can I park at the college, and do I have to pay for this?
Yes, you can park at the college. There's a separate car park for staff and students. So half the car park is given over to students, and I believe it's £2 per visit. So yes.
Brilliant, excellent. Then we've got a question now. Do many people go on to university? I can answer this one for business and tourism. Yes, many students go on to university. It really is a natural progression, particularly because in business and tourism, really it's our students are studying management as part of their course, and they're really keen to go on to higher education. So both at some stay at college for our University of Suffolk, and a lot of students are moving away to a lot of the top universities. And next question.
Can I just jump in there? We have
Yeah, of course.
moved on from the makeup artistry programme. So one of the earlier questions was, what exactly do I study in makeup artistry? So makeup artistry includes hairdressing, styling, basic cutting, makeup, obviously, prosthetics, and all forms of makeup applications. So, and then a lot of those of our students will progress from level 1, level 2, and on to level 3. And then a handful of students from level 3 will go on to university to study theatre and performing arts, skills. So there's a university in London that is very, very popular and very good, and there's an excellent university in Bournemouth as well. And we have students that have come from us and are there now. So yes, you can progress onto university from makeup artistry also.
And the same for policing and public services. We actually now have our own level 4 course, an HNC in policing, and this started this year. So we've got a number of students going on to universities, others go on to other universities throughout the country who may want to go in looking at psychology, sociology, criminology type courses. So our level 3 course is equivalent to the 3 A levels, as Tracy said earlier. So they are then awarded the UCAS points to then go on to university if that's what they should so choose to go. But a lot of our students do go into the public services. So they go into, we've got students in the police, we've got students in all of the armed services and also the prison as well.
What about you, Matt? Many progressing to university from Culinary?
We have our level 3 front of house qualification, which is a 1-year programme. It's equivalent to 2 A levels, so you'd be looking to do that and then top up with another year, and then you could progress on to maybe something like event management at degree level. So yes.
Brilliant. Then it's saying, how do I progress to law from a business course? So just to go back over that one, you progress to law from a business course by choosing the extended diploma in business, and then from there you can apply to university for a law-based degree, and those of us that are offering the level 3 business courses now, any level 3 extended diploma course across the college, will be helping the students with their UCAS applications. So our year 1s are applying now for university.
Can I go back to an earlier
Yes.
asking about COVID and what does teaching look like for in this current climate? And for all of us here in this conversation, in this chat, we've all combined virtual teaching alongside face-to-face teaching, and we're all very keen and feel it's very important for you guys to be in college and having face-to-face support from your teachers, because there was another question there about support. And I think support is extremely important. You get very much personal one-on-one support from your lecturing staff, from your teachers, but there's also personal support teachers on site as well. And they're attached to your course, so they're allocated to you, if you like. And they will then give you that support daily, weekly, should you so need it. Or if you are absolutely fine and then all of a sudden you feel like you need support, you can ask for that then. You don't have to say up front, oh, I need support all the time. So at any point during the year, you can ask for support from a personal support tutor. And you'll find that your course lecturers are very, very supportive. I mean, they really, really want you to do well, and they want you to progress and to be successful in your career. So you'll find that support is very, very good within the business and service industries and all across college, actually. And yes, COVID has affected all of our areas, but it hasn't stopped the quality of teaching, and we've all adapted our teaching to combine both face-to-face and virtual. So you are the most important people in our everyday, and so we make sure that you're well supported throughout that.
Brilliant. So probably our last question for this morning, can I go on to an apprenticeship if I don't want to go to university or go straight into work? Absolutely. In business and tourism, yes, you can. Many of our students do go on to start their own businesses as well, but most definitely, yes, you can do that.
Tracy, could I just pick up the question, what makes courses at West Suffolk College better than other colleges? I think it's the team of staff. I think you are surrounded by industry specialists that know their subject matter inside out. I think there's a collective approach from all the staff working together. You become part of our West Suffolk family as a student. You're supported in every aspect of your course, whether that's emotionally developing your personal skills, developing your employability skills, as well as the sort of vocational aspect as well. And it's a lovely environment to be in. If you walk around the campus, it's clean, it's smart, it's well looked after. If you've been to other colleges, they maybe don't look as nice as West Suffolk College, but it's a nice environment to be in, and the staff are what make us better than other colleges, I believe. anyway.
Yeah, and also the work experience that we offer a huge amount of work experience with the local industry services that we work with, and that is really important for our students to have that outside industries coming in and being involved with our courses. But yeah, definitely I would certainly echo what Matt has just said. I think it is the whole package that you are going to get from West Suffolk College, from the support that Marnie's just spoken about, and the staff, the experience that we have within our staff who are actually teaching you. We have all been in those industries and are passionate about those industries that we teach.
Yeah, and going back to the question about apprenticeships, we have a lot to offer. We can offer a broad range of qualifications, so you're not just stuck down one route. So you could do technical qualifications, you can do certificate qualifications, or you can do apprenticeships. So you got the offer of basically training in a way that suits you. So the training course isn't just for one type of student. We've got the opportunity for you to train across the board, either as a full-time student or an apprentice. So we're work around you guys.
Perfect. One last one that's just come in about cabin crew. If you want to do cabin crew, it's level 3 extended diploma in travel and tourism. So that's our last question. So really just like to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Marnie, Claire and Matt for answering the questions. So any other questions, please do contact us. There's more information and please check out the website. Thank you.
Guys, hope to see you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.